And as much as we might want to talk about how different we are a lot. We are alike, mostly.
Talking to people in the community,
Yeah.
we have more in common than nothing.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah. I mean, us being, senior people here in South Africa, yeah, we are. We're senior. We get a lot of respect simply because now, as we get more senior in the U.S., will we get that respect? Probably not. Probably not. But here, the more senior you are, man, the more perks that come along with it, simply because that's just how they're raised. That's what their culture say. This is what you're supposed to do. Baba's talking. You'll be a go-go if you're a grandma. Da. And grandmas run everything anyway. They run every freaking thing. Go said, he gonna be okay. But yeah, but that's just kind of how it works. So I'm glad you guys came, with us. Mm-hmm. Got some culture. Got some experience. You probably activated some things in you that you probably forgot about, because we don't really practice our African in the States. We don't practice it. Right. But to come here, you get to activate some Africanism. You're gonna be doing little Google searches, and you're gonna be.
I was like, come on, guys. I mean, some guys who hadn't been, I've been. Look at where I've been the last 4 years. And
that up tempo. They
somebody bullshit over there. I'm like, time for me to say bye. And people ask you, so when do you know it's time to retire? You just know.
Yeah.
You just know. I mean, you get to a point, it's time.
Yeah.
And I knew it was time. And it's been a blessing. It's been good. It's been keeping us stable. I remember one time we moved, 5 times in 6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
People don't know military
boys,
like.
right?
And our daughter, who was little, she used to say, I want to go home. Let me take that back. My daughter and us moved because our boys were already gone. They were adults. Because the big break between the youngest son and the daughter.
Kind of how that works.
Yeah.
But our daughter was like, I want to go home. When are we going home? And I was passing by our old government quarters. She said, oh, we going home? No, Rachel, we don't live there anymore.
Yeah.
I want to go home. But it was tough, but lifelong friends.
And that's why I say we deserve it.
Yeah.
We put our time in.
Yeah.
And we earn this, so we
Yeah.
deserve it. And if you're senior, plus like we are, the drivers are so courteous and so nice. I injured my leg a couple of weeks before coming here.
Couldn't move. Okay. But yeah, he was a mess, but he was a good brother. Yeah. And so he came.
He loved his life, trust me.
Oh yeah,
when I say he didn't let it stop him, he was partying, staying out late. I was like, where have you been? He was like, man, I almost didn't make the bus. I just got home.
Yeah.
You know that's good. He had to learn how to accept.
He told an amazing story about how he felt about his accident he had with his motorcycle. But he said he didn't let it stop him. He was just like, and that didn't stop him from coming on the trip. And maybe he forgot to tell us, but that was okay. He happened to run into the right people.
We got out, we walked to the restaurant. I mean,
well, I would let the South Africans comment on this video, because they're going to give you some good information about your ancestors that are happy that you are here.
And that's the way we felt. That's the way we felt. And that was my prayers. We were praying. Just thank you, Lord, for just making this a pleasant trip. It could have been awful if the rain just continued.
I had a 10-ounce sirloin, which was just, it just melted in my mouth. I was like, oh, this is good.
I'm drinking lemon water for the rest of the week. Oh my goodness.
But you know why you had that experience? Because 100 years ago, when me and Tasha had my wife here, and we didn't know nothing for nothing, and we end up going to this place called the Grill House, and we had an amazing maitre d'. We call him Big Boy. That's our family. That's my guy. And I'm like, you know what?